Emmanuel Ifejuna, Donato Zukafor, Christian Hanuforo, Humphrey Shukuka, and Captain Ugbona Hoji. These men were based in Lagos and began to seek co-conspirators stationed in the north, east, and western regions. This led Major Anuforo to bring his childhood friend and former schoolmate Major Kaduna Nzegu into the plot. Nzegu was a chief instructor at the Nigerian Military Training College Kaduna in the northern region. He in turn brought his colleagues, Majors Adewale Ademoyega and Timothy Owatuegu into the plot.
Irosi's regime failed to set up a military tribunal to try the coup plotters, despite calls from several quarters for them to be tried, as it has always been the case when a coup fails. Some of the coup plotters were only arrested and detained, and eventually released back to the army. It is said that while in jail, their salaries were paid in full without any deduction whatsoever. The failure to set up a military tribunal to try these coup plotters would be a major reason for the
You see how they were treating coup plotters. The coup plotters who kill a prime minister of a country, who killed the premier and his wife in the north, who killed the premier in the southwest. They were put in hotel. They were put in Igbo, so they put them in hotel. But Adakaboro declared Niger Delta. He was fast to sentence him to death for declaring Niger Delta. He did not kill by anybody. And the Babangida that is old, who is lost in memory now, is telling us it wasn't Igbo coup because of what? It wasn't Igbo coup. Okay. And the people who organized that were put in hotel. But Mama Vasha, who he heard that yes, he's planning a coup, were sentenced to death. A man that come to stop the coup, you will ask the whole nation to mourn the prime minister they kill and look for how we conduct election. Not you coming there, changing the style of government. Ask them who released Awo from prison. It is Gowon. Who released these coup plotters? Because they later joined Ojuku fighting for Biafra. Who released them from prison? Ask them who released them from prison. Because they were never in prison. When Gowon takes over, they simply just travel to the east to go and join Ojuku fighting their Biafra. This is the part 2. Now, listen to the people they kill.
Somehow, for no reason, or at least a reason I cannot comprehend, your brother, who is my brother, an Igbo man from Onitsha, decided to organize a coup. And that person that organized the coup is Emmanuel Ifejuna. And the president of Nigeria is Nnamdi Azikiwe, the wall of Onitsha. So we had an Onitsha man that organized a coup against an Onitsha man. This is the truth of the matter. Now, there are so many stupid things that have been said about this coup. But the truth about it is that the people that organized the coup were Igbos. Sometimes they tell you that they wanted to organize the coup when after the coup to bring in our war to come and rule. Oh well, we don't know. We didn't hear that officially. That is speculation, because you don't tell me that somebody will go and lay down his life to go and bring another person to come and rule. But let us presume that that's what he intended to do. There's no fact to expatiate or support that. It's a speculation. What we do know is that Igbos organized a coup. Let us be very frank about this. Because part of the things we are not honest with is that we don't want to accept this obvious fact that Igbos organized a coup. Because the person that initiated the coup was Emmanuel Ifejuna with Onwatuegu. Nzogu was brought in by Yanuforo, who is very good friend. Except for the Major Banjo that joined them, the rest were Igbos. Now, let us leave the people that organized the coup, because I've told you that the coup was initiated by Emmanuel Ifejuna and no other person. No other person. Now, how was this coup executed? The execution proper. Our fallout was that 27 Northerners were killed. 27. And out of that 27, every important military officer from the North died. Now, if you want to organize a coup, the very first person you kill is the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. The commander-in-chief of that armed forces was Nnamdi Azikiwe. He was not killed. Yes, he was outside Nigeria. But who told me that he was not informed there was going to be a coup to travel outside Nigeria. But let us assume that it was a coincidence. Under the system of government that we operate in, when he travels, power goes to the Senate President. The Senate President then was Nwafori. So Kwesi was aware. The President of Nigeria was the Senate President, who was an Igbo man, who was Nwafori. Nwafori was not killed. Now, you cannot organize a coup without killing the most important military officer. The most important military officer, who is the chief of staff, was Umunakwagu Ironsi, who is an Igbo man. Umunakwagu Ironsi was not killed. Now, Ojukwu was in Kanu, in charge of the Artillery Brigade. Ojukwu was a lieutenant colonel then, a very senior officer. Ojukwu himself was not killed, but every officer from the north was killed. Now, there are other killings I cannot understand. Killing the Sultan of Sokoto. Sultan of Sokoto is a civilian. It's like you organize a coup and go and kill governor of Abia State, or you go and kill governor of Sokoto State. What does somebody who is the governor of the northern region have to do with the killing or organize a coup? Arrest him and put him in a prison. But you did not kill only Sultan of Sokoto. You killed the Sultan and killed the Ahmadu Bello. You killed the Sadwana and killed the wife. You killed the wife and shot the wife in the stomach to kill the child, to kill the unborn baby. You killed the two of the secretaries. So I cannot understand these killings. And if we want to be honest with it, we have to be honest to the point, to the fact that this killing was premeditated. Let us assume it's a coincidence too, because Zeke travel outside is a coincidence. Let us say this killing is still a coincidence. Now, after killing these northern people, ndị Igbo form egwu n'ugwu Hausa and started mocking the Hausa. Ewu neba kwa alaluma, ewu neba. That was the music that we used in mocking these people. This was what led them to mutiny. They got angry and rebelled and started killing. Now,
this is Paul Okoye, Igbo man. He refused to accept the lies and propaganda and tell the world the truth. When they say it was Igbo coup, it is not just because of the people who carry out the coup. Not just because of the people participated in that coup. Their action, number two, the people that participated in that coup, one, their action, two, and after killing all these people, the guy that takes over, Agu Ironsi, is action too. We don't just call it Igbo coup because of the people that participated in that coup. You can organize a coup, Igbo-led coup, and you plan to kill all these people from other regions and spare your own, and you expect the people not to call it Igbo coup? I was listening to Rufai Loseni talking like Rufai, talking trash. Babangida is not the one to tell us if it was Igbo coup or not. The guy, Uzogu, who they deceive to lead the troop to the north. Let me play you his video. Listen to what he was saying. You understand me? Watch the video.
Major MZ Ogbu, can you please give me an account of the night of the coup in Kaduna?
Well, it's rather something like the longest day. We started this off on the night of the 13th of January when a night exercise was planned by the military college, which I command. We took our troops to the ground and taught them how to do night attacks. We didn't tell them what we were planning for, but at the end of the exercise we took them out and showed them various places where they were to stand and just remain in their vehicle. Next day we went out again for the same type of exercise, and at the end we issued them with ammunition this time, live ammunition, and told them that they were going back to the same place as they went yesterday, but this time they were to get certain people.
And they were with you, were they?
Oh, of course they did. Oh, they all supported us.
Did the Sardona himself attempt to fight?
Well, no. We didn't see him until the time we actually shot him. He ran away from his house when we fired the first few shots of anti-tank gun into the building. The whole roof was blown up and the place was set alight. Then we went to the rear of the house and started searching from room to room until we found him amongst the women and children, hiding himself. So we sort of took away the women and children and took him.
Now, what are your relations with General Iransi in Lagos?
Well, very good. He's my boss. I have always been under him, and I still am under him. There isn't really any problem. A few misunderstandings arose, but this was due to the publication in the press and by announcements over the radio. At one time, they started calling us in Kaduna rebels. Whereas in fact,
now, my people, this is Uzogu, the man they are trying to pin the 1966 coup. They want to pin it on him, who led the troop to the north, while Emmanuel Ifeanyi led the troop to Lagos, where the power is. You see, now, you see how the way he was narrating it. We let them out and we shoot them without remorse. Did this man look like somebody that was afraid? You organize a coup. According to these people, the coup fails. He was not on the run, no. He was still in the north. This is foreign journalists interviewing him. Look at the way he was saying, cold-blooded, no feelings. We line them up, we start killing them, killing them. They are saying that Nigeria, things were not going well. They wanted to buy these people, to come and bring somebody. Like, are you people dumb? Who gave you that right to be thinking that way? Because the president then was Igbo man. The vice president, Igbo man. Senate president, Igbo man. The head of military, Igbo man. The head of police, Igbo man. The head of navy, Igbo man. They think the North will not retaliate. They think they host that country. The same people crying that Oyibo hand over the country to who? He hand over the country to the Igbos. Now, this man is talking like this because he was deceived. He was saying, they now ask him, Aguiyi will not be happy with it. He said, it's my brother now. Because they planned this whole thing. They used this man, Uzogu. They used him. We are just trying to protect. He fucked up. He hung himself. Watch this video again.
Let's go back to Ibadan. Iransi came in, and he came in with Unification Decree 34.
Yes, he did.
That was one of the anger of the North. The fact he wanted to dominate the country with his tribe men. Unification Decree 34, from what you know today, was that a right move by Iransi?
Are they talking about Decree 34, Decree 34? Why don't you change it?
So the Igbo man brought it.
The Igbo man did not bring it. The Supreme Military Council brought it. It was debated.
Led by an Igbo man.
The Igbo people were a minority in that Supreme. Go and look at the Constitution of the Supreme Military Council.
Signed by an Igbo man.
That's not what I'm talking about. You are talking a different thing. The Supreme Military Council takes a decision. You don't look at the Supreme Military Council. You don't look at its composition. You are looking at the person who signed it. Did he sign it on his father's name?
If he did not sign it,
how could he have rejected?
He was the commander-in-chief.
But you are talking of military and discipline.
You hear him?
He's the commander-in-chief.
And then
now, Aguiyi takes over power. The first thing he did is to pull down the regional structure, the style of government we are operating. This is why everybody now convinced this is what the coup was all about. And really, that was what the coup was all about. Is to destroy this style of government where Igbo man will become the Otokunadu. Everybody have to answer to one government, one president for all, one Nigeria. We'll continue to say the truth. Let them answer all these questions we are asking. It was strictly Igbo coup. Country people, thank you and God bless.